I would like you all to understand and let us review what are the different challenges of virtual classrooms. All right. So the very first, what do you see on the screen? I hope you know this person. It's from a very famous series, Friends, and this character is. Why I have put this picture is because he is a teacher in the series, right? So the biggest challenge that we all are facing is organization of work process and time management. Trust me, back in February, or rather March, when we all had to start uh, online classes, all right, and when I saw my timetable, whenever I had a class in the time slot 10 to 12, my family got their lunch late that day. Obviously, why? Because that was my cooking time and I was busy taking class. So whenever I would walk into my room to take a class, between that time my son would say that, okay, I know mama, lunch is going to be late today. So we teachers are juggling with a lot of digital tools. A lot of the school teachers might not even be tech savvy, so you have to start to understand computers, make ppts, with that understand the digital platforms, the various tools used to conduct online classes. All that is too much, and it does not end there. You have to prepare for your classes, you have to give assignments, you have to give tests, you have to evaluate, you have to grade them, etc., etc. And the challenges, the list of challenges just gets on and on. Now, teachers are, apart from keeping up with the new normal, that is virtual classrooms, they are also coping up with parents' emails that must be coming, a lot of questions about what is happening, how is school going to conduct this, all these issues, school meetings that are happening virtually. You have your own children to take care of. And yes, the big thing, the coronavirus. So the burden is all put mainly on the teachers to adapt themselves and their students to a new learn or a new way of learning. And honestly, in a situation like this, what can we all do? We can just stay brave and encourage each other and advise each other some free tools that are available, which will make our work easier. The next challenge is, and I'm sure you all must have faced this. And what is it? We faced it. I faced it too in my house. Gadgets shortage, right? So not every student, not every teacher has a personal gadget, has a personal laptop for which they can use for online learning. So many of us have to share our laptops, computers with family members, probably with your spouses, your sisters, your brothers, your children, etc., etc., to stay on track. Hence, a lot of times what happens is most of them end up taking their classes on their phones. And this might create a hindrance to effective learning. This is a very, very common problem which none of us can do much about, and that is connectivity. Millions of people around the world are experiencing technical difficulties because of the high usage rate of online learning systems, the video streaming software, the digital platforms that we are using to conduct our classes are all so overloaded. Hence, you have poor quality video, audio, internet problems, etc., etc. The internet connection is either unstable or the current data plan. You know, a lot of times our students told us, please do not keep more than two classes because the data plan that they had, the daily data did not allow them to attend more than two classes. So there were a lot of technical difficulties, a lot of connectivity issues. You will have your students who are sitting in rural areas who do not have connectivity, and because of this, okay, I'm just talking about connectivity and my screen shows your internet connection is unstable. All right, so yes, wherever we go, we cannot escape this. So I was saying your students might not have internet connection, or might have very disturbed internet connection, and they might not be able to complete their assignments, their homeworks on time. Ultimately, the sad truth is that we all have to adapt to this kind of an internet connection amid the coronavirus lockdown and learn to live with it. Hopefully, things will get better now, since virtual meetings, virtual classrooms is the future. So, the service providers in our respective countries will take the appropriate actions. The next, this one is mainly a psychological factor, that is isolation, which is affecting students' motivation and learning process, right? Students, when they are in the classroom, what do? They are interacting with their friends, they are cracking jokes together, they sit, they have fun. There's a lot of social interaction. They talk to teachers, they talk to everyone around them. So basically, it is the social skills also that was strengthening. Now what's happened is, the classroom for the students is some kind of a sanctuary, and now that sanctuary is taken away from them, right? And we as teachers, our responsibility is not only to impart knowledge about the subject to them. Our responsibility is also to support the students, stay connected to the students, sympathize with them, understand their problem, motivate them, encourage them, etc., along with keeping the integrity within the classroom as well. So you need to show clarifying time for the students as well as the teachers. And you need to tell your students that you're open to communication, be very approachable in a time like these, keep your lessons very simple, be kind in grading assignments, and find time to discuss student concerns. All right, talk about personal concerns that is bothering them, because of which they are unable to probably come to classes, etc., and help them deal with the current situation, telling them that you are also dealing with it and you understand them. So the whole idea is, we as teachers need to be calm and stay optimistic. The next challenge is, I'm sure you all agree, and the most common thing is, eliminates body language lack of introduction. Now, in a traditional classroom, right, the body language also tells you how engaged you are, right? If you see a student who's putting his head down on the desk, you know he's not interested, he's sleepy, he doesn't want to. But what happens in a virtual classroom? Now, for example, if I scroll into the videos of many participants over here, I see there are some people who are lying down and listening to this session, who are probably eating, who are probably drinking. So that means, but it is not as easy as in traditional classroom, because in traditional classroom you can see them in person, but here I have to go into the participants list, I have to scroll into the participants list and see each person's video, right? So the whole idea is that in traditional classrooms, the teacher comes to know when the student gets is becoming disengaged, right? But in a virtual classroom, the teacher does not know when the students are becoming disengaged. So you do not know, when you are covering a very important topic in your subject, some students might be messaging on WhatsApp, messaging your friends on WhatsApp, probably checking for their crush on Facebook, uploading their latest picture on Instagram, or some lazy fellows must be simply dozing off, right? So, how many of you all are sleeping now? Let me see. So, can I just check the videos? Okay, fine. So this suddenly got you all alert. Now, before moving on to the next slide, I would like to again do a quick poll on a different website, which I will just share it with you. So be prepared to go on to a different browser. So I'm just going to stop my sharing, and I am doing a different share here. Yes. I believe everyone is able to see my screen, and I'm going to make it a bigger screen so that you're able to see. Yes. So, what I want you all to do is you need to go to this site that you see on the top, www.menti.com. And in the first page, you need to enter this code to be able to take the poll. Yes. All are with me? All with me? Yes? Okay. Yes. So I want you all to get into this site, menti.com. Use the code 6831827 and put in your answers. How much time do we give, Ravisa?
1 minute, ma'am.
1 minute. Okay. All right. So can you all see my screen?
Yeah, ma'am.
Can you see how the poll, you see the different bars moving up and down?
Yeah.
Yes. So the question was, or the question rather is, how are you currently engaging online classes? Are you using audio of any form? Whatever audio, maybe you're recording and sending it to them. You are using visuals like PowerPoint presentations, PPTs. You are doing a pre-recorded video and sending it to them, and others. We'll see what that others is, but let us see. And yes, you can select more than one option because obviously you will be doing a combination of all these. Yes, yes, yes. Someone asked, what should we do with the code? You need to go to this, to go to a browser, either on your mobile or on your laptop or desktop. Type in the URL www.t.com the screen. Then on the home page, you need to type in this code. When you do enter, it will show you this question and give you the option of selecting your choice. Ravi sir, you can tell me when I should stop.
Sure, ma'am. I think as of now there are 64, right, ma'am, who have participated.
64, is it? Yeah, it says
68.
68. 68,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Out of a
Yeah.
crowd of 200, which
Yeah.
I believe there's probably, that's why. Probably if they're on the cell phones and if they're not very good at moving in between windows, then it might discourage them to take it up.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. There are almost like 233 participants.
233 participants, yes.
Yeah.
So
So
let's
probably
see.
another 15 seconds.
Yes, let's see if we touch a good 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bapaibu, please try. This is a nice way to interact.
If you how I've done this, I am going to tell you this too. So what I'm showing you right now is going to be your student's view, right? So if you like this, what you're seeing on your screen, then I'm sure your students will also like it. And then I how you can do this in your virtual. Nice. A lot of them are putting on the chat. It's not really required. Please remember, I told you put in chat only when I ask you a question and I tell you to put it in the chat window, right? Yes. I mean, if that keeps you occupied, keeps you engaged, you can. But yes, I'm getting the answers to this. Mix of audio, video, yes. Wow. Yes, so we've touched a century, Ravi sir.
Yes,
Shall
ma'am.
we
Yeah.
stop
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Yeah, please.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for taking the poll. All right, so I'm going to stop. So the results of the poll is right in front of your eyes. Maximum say that you all are doing visuals, that is basically you all are using ppts. Audio is also a good number, and a lot of them are sending pre-recorded videos too, which is good. Now it's the others that I'm more curious about. So people who have put in others, can you tell me what is it that you have done to engage online classes, something which is not there in the list? So I'm very